In the next few minutes, we'll talk about why fear intensifies right before your breakthrough. If fear gets louder right before you post, or right before you try something new, or right before you expand, it's not a warning, it's a breakthrough signal. Let me explain. Welcome back. I am Dr. Sherman Rivers, and today we're breaking down a powerful truth, and that is that fear spikes at the edge of expansion, not at the center of danger. When fear intensifies, you're not moving towards failure, you're moving towards transformation. Let's explore the psychology and the metaphysics behind this. We'll see that fear spikes when you approach a boundary that your identity has never crossed. Your subconscious has invisible boundaries that say, this is who I am. This is how visible I'm allowed to be. This is how successful I'm allowed to become. This is how expressive I can safely be. Or this is how much attention I can handle. When you approach the edge of these boundaries, fear activates. Not because you're unsafe, but because you're unfamiliar. Fear marks the border between your current identity and the identity you're becoming. And this part is super important. Your breakthrough happens exactly where fear peaks. Fear doesn't rise at the beginning, it rises at the threshold. You notice fear is the strongest right before you speak your truth, right before you post a video, right before you show your real self, right before you take a big creative step, right before visibility increases, right before momentum builds, right before clarity hits. This is what we call the liminal space, the moment before you step into a new level of identity. Fear is the sign you're at the doorway. And fear intensifies when you threaten an old pattern. Your nervous system is designed around consistency, not success. It wants what is familiar, not what is expansive. So when you act differently or you express differently, when you think differently, when you create differently, when you show up differently, your old patterns feel threatened. Fear surges as a last attempt to keep you in the familiar. This is not sabotage, it's protection, and you can rise above it. You see, the surge of fear means that you're about to grow. Fear at the beginning of your journey feels different than fear at the threshold of a breakthrough. This fear doesn't whisper, it roars. Why? Because you're about to expand your identity. You're about to increase your reach. You're about to elevate your expression, deepen your purpose. You're about to unlock the next level. You're about to step into visibility and claim your power. You're about to embody more of who you are. Fear intensifies because transformation is near. Your system senses the shift before you consciously do. And what's more is that the intensity of fear reflects the magnitude of your breakthrough. The size of the fear often mirrors the size of the expansion. If you have mild fear, it's often a minor step. Moderate fear, it's a meaningful step. Intense fear, it's a major breakthrough. See, creators often mistake intensity for danger, but intensity means that it matters, or this will change you, or this is identity level growth, or you're stepping into a larger version of yourself. Intensity is not a red light, it's a signal flare. So how do we move through the fear threshold? Here's how you cross that line. First, you have to recognize the surge as a sign. Think, this fear means I'm expanding. And then we have to breathe through the nervous system activation. Your fear dissolves when the body feels safe. We have to identify the identity that we're stepping into. So name the new version of yourself. And then take one small action. Action breaks the fear cycle instantly. And lastly, reframe fear as confirmation. Not something's wrong, but I'm exactly where I need to be. This dissolves fear's power. So think about this. Fear intensifies not because you're moving toward danger, but because you're moving toward expansion. When fear spikes, don't turn back. That's the moment to move forward. Your next level lives just beyond the boundary fear is trying to protect. Next in this micro series, we're going to talk about why fear shows up when you start succeeding.